Yes. Hello, parents, brothers and sisters. Today meet me again, yes, in sharing the story for you to listen to as follows. It was a crisp autumn evening, with the last light of day slipping below the horizon. For friends, tired from their week in the city, decided to escape to a cabin deep in the forest. Their plan was simple, a night around a bonfire, sharing wild tales under the stars. What they didn't expect was to end up in a story of their own. After setting up camp, they lit the fire and sat in a circle. Their friend Layla, always the thrill seeker, suggested they take turns telling ghost stories. "It's 1 hour till midnight," she said with a grin. "Let's see if we can spook each other out before the witching hour." The first story was Tame, a tale of a haunted mansion told by Ben, who mostly made himself laugh with his goofy ghosts. Then it was Anna's turn, and she raised the stakes with a chilling legend about a vengeful spirit that haunted the forests they were camping in. The friends chuckled nervously, but a few uneasy glances passed between them. Then, as the clock struck 11:30, it was Layla's turn. She leaned in close to the firelight and, with a wicked smile, began a story about the 1-hour ghost. "In these very woods," she began, "there once lived a young woman named Mara, who had been wronged by her lover. She was heartbroken and vowed revenge, disappearing into the woods with a promise to haunt anyone who dared come here after dark. It's said that her spirit lingers for only 1 hour each night. And those who cross her path during that hour, well, they don't live to tell the tale." Layla's voice softened, making them lean closer. "People say that when Mara's spirit appears, the fire turns blue, and you hear whispers on the wind. She watches you, waiting for the moment to strike." "Nice try, Layla," said Ben, rolling his eyes. But just as he did, the fire flickered, and for an instant, a wisp of blue danced in the flames. Silence fell over the group. A shiver ran down their spines as the wind picked up, carrying a faint whisper through the trees. "Did you hear that?" whispered Anna, clutching her blanket tightly. Layla grinned, clearly pleased with the impact of her story. But before she could respond, a sudden chill descended, and the campfire flickered again. This time, it wasn't just a flicker. The flames turned blue, casting eerie shadows across their faces. Everyone froze. The blue flames crackled, and then a figure appeared in the dark, just beyond the fire's reach. At first, it looked like nothing more than a shadow. But as their eyes adjusted, they saw her, a woman with long, tangled hair, her face pale and expressionless, standing between the trees. Time seemed to stop as she raised a ghostly hand and pointed at each of them, one by one. With each point, they felt a sudden, chilling weight, like ice settling over their hearts. Suddenly, the fire sputtered, and just as quickly as she appeared, Mara was gone. The friends sat in stunned silence, breathing heavily, unable to move. They didn't speak, didn't dare acknowledge what they'd seen, until Anna finally whispered, "It's almost midnight." They waited, hearts pounding, staring into the fire as it slowly returned to its warm orange glow. The forest seemed to hold its breath until the clock struck midnight, and then there was nothing but the crackling of the fire and the rustling of the trees. For the rest of the night, they stayed silent, haunted by the memory of the woman in the woods. They packed up at dawn, leaving the forest with the feeling that they had narrowly escaped something that couldn't be explained. And as they drove back to the city, none of them ever spoke of that night again. Because you see, in the wild, some stories are better left untold. Thank you for watching my video from the beginning to the end of this video. If you think this video is good for listening and entertaining, please click subscribe. Thank you one by one.